Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a fantabulous couple in love that loves reactions from Frieren.
Yes, we do.
Frieren Friday, people.
Frieren Friday.
Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Season 1, Episode number 25 that we are checking out today. We're going to see how Frieren and the gang deal with Dark Frieren.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. And if you want our full uncut reactions, you want early ad-free access, you can see every moment over on Patreon. Links in the description of this video, also in a pinned comment. Bucky's upsetting the apple cart, and he got to adjust, and I got to adjust.
And Oliver has to adjust.
Ducky has to adjust.
All of which makes Oliver cranky.
Yeah, exactly.
Oliver, you're on camera.
And he deals with it in inappropriate ways. All
Oliver.
Right. Hey, you know, he's stressed. All right. So if you can up with this on Patreon, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
We lack the information to make a conclusion. We should consider the possibility that it doesn't have a mind. The only way to defeat it may well be with brute force.
Think you can do
She
that?
seems so happy about it.
If that's our plan, it might have to be me.
Oh, yeah,
I
Fern.
may be able to kill Mistress Frieren.
Oh?
Yes.
Even more intrigued.
Splendid. Let the strategizing begin.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You didn't even see Dark Frieren yet. I sometimes think that he just grumbles because he wants us to create the sleep mask for him.
Mm-hmm. Probably, yeah. That's definitely the case.
If my replica does have a mind, we'll find Adel, escort her here, and use hypnosis magic to penetrate my mental defense. This will give Fern the opening she needs. Then she'll move into combat and kill me. Mr. Dunst. Where's Miss Adel?
We were attacked by Zenza's replica, and she took herself out of the competition.
And Mr. Bly?
I made it this far
class
because he put
mustache.
himself between the monster and me.
Break your little statue.
Leave me! This way at least one of us will pass.
I have some information. Can we work together?
That's what I've wanted since the beginning of this ordeal. Is there anyone who can treat this man?
I always carry a holy scripture.
Okay. Very, like, relaxed and casual as she's healing him.
Yeah.
But discovered that while they can precisely mimic a mind's functions, the replicas do not possess minds of their own.
Wound still looks bad.
That makes our most painless strategy out of the question.
There is too much we don't know to take them any further. We need to know exactly what those replicas are and who created them.
The most important thing we can learn is if these copies have any unique weaknesses. If that thing's as strong as Frieren, people will probably die. I'd happily take a hint.
I'm afraid I have no comment.
The doubles are controlled by the Spiegel, a monster who's resided here since the mythical era.
How do you know that?
Glad you made
Courtesy
it.
of my eldest brother. He was in the advanced party that the Continental Magic Association sent into the tomb.
That explains how you lasted this long.
Kinda got a point.
You made a childish misstep. That information would have been more valuable in our hands.
I can't say he felt very approachable to us at the
Looks
time.
like she has 2 noses.
Plus, Frieren and Fern raced right in before we had the chance to team up.
The shadowing of it.
Have you seen yourself? I don't trust a middle-aged egoist like you not to abandon your allies.
Fair.
She really doesn't like you, huh?
With good reason.
There's something about having it thrown in your face that stings.
Don't you think you should apologize to him?
I'm very sorry, Pops. The Spiegel is close. It's locked in the treasure room. The monster itself is weak and has no way of attacking us directly. Once we defeat it, all the replicas will cease to be.
Which brings us back to the issue of the door. It's shut fast with an incredible sealing spell, mightier than most I've seen.
It's a spell that shuts the door of a treasure vault at the risk of your life. One of the highest rated sealing spells in the world of folk magic. That door will not open until the caster is dead. The simplest option would be to ignore the door and break down the wall. But I have to assume they accounted for that.
I'm more concerned with the overpowered doppelganger that still stands between us and the Spiegel.
If we want a fair shot at it, we should hurry.
Because the other ones.
As time passes by, they slowly begin to trickle down to the bottom of the labyrinth to protect it. Most of the advance party died. They died with victory in sight, just before they reached the bottom.
The replicas mimic the functions of the original's mind very closely, yes? The flesh and blood's vulnerabilities should show up in their double.
I would think so.
And just what flaw are you thinking of?
You fall asleep. Oh, mimics. Mimic.
I need you to stand by that wall for a moment, please.
She'll fall with the mimic chest. She just killed Frieren.
Can't believe my eyes.
Did everyone notice?
This is Frieren's fatal vulnerability. How did I let this slip past me when we battled before? My preconceptions about how an experienced mage should be blinded me to the truth. Every time that she casts a spell, her mana detection is interrupted for a fraction of a second.
But isn't that a common mistake made by apprentice mages?
I have never been very good about it.
If you were aware of this, why didn't you bother mentioning it?
It's mortifying, to say the least.
This is not the time to be embarrassed.
And I doubt there are many mages who could exploit that vulnerability.
In any case, let's discuss our strategy.
Look, she'll fall for the mimic. Just put the mimic out there, and she will try to go in it,
Oh.
and she'll be stuck in it, and then you can get past.
I think that's a good plan, but
Right?
Mistress Frieren, you seem to be enjoying yourself.
Whoa, okay.
Eisen will draw the enemy his way, and I'll attack from the flank. Then you come in with supporting fire.
And Hyter?
He gets the day off.
Yes.
This meeting, it reminds me of the many whispers my party exchanged in dungeons. Now, we'll let our plan speak for itself.
Do you think we can win?
There doesn't exist a dungeon that can't be conquered. And as I'm the mage of the party that cleared more dungeons than any other in history, I'm an authority on the matter.
Are you too sure you don't need any help fighting Frieren's replica?
If we all entered the battle at once, our victory would be nearly guaranteed. But most of us would die in the process.
Whew.
I doubt we would even have the time to use our escape golems.
You need us here. Without anyone to slow down the replicas as they make their way to the bottom, they would quickly outnumber you.
Good luck in there.
Open the door.
oh boy, here goes.
They're dead.
Now then, who in this test would each of you be the most concerned to meet on a battlefield?
Smart. Start making other plans.
Find out everyone else's weaknesses. They gotta
Exactly.
be honest.
Well, it's not just honesty. Some people may not even know.
Yeah. Yes.
Jude Darajim.
It's behaving just like Mistress Frieren predicted.
Full Zanbel.
Damn.
Its mana detection broke off. My double would be on the lookout for Fern, who took that opportunity to hide. But its hands are full dealing with the equally matched opponent before it. It can't afford to think about Fern. After all, no one knows better than I do how frightening I can be. Even I can't detect you easily. In the heat of battle, my copy won't have a chance.
Once I'm hidden and able to land a solid attack, you're sure it should be Zoltrak?
The quickest spell, therefore the best we've got. Besides that, for us elves,
Yeah.
Zoltrak's only been in the picture for a relatively short time. We haven't been around the spell long enough to reflexively defend against it. But the time we spend thinking causes a delay. You're different, though. Zoltrak has existed since you were born, a fundamental part of magehood engraved into your very being. I have no doubt that your Zoltrak can kill me. Hit it with every last drop of mana you've got.
Oh, come on.
Frieren, I'm surprised to see you in this place. I would have wagered you and I would never meet again.
The reason I'm here is to deliver my master's will.
So Flama has died.
You're not sad?
I only trained the girl on a whim.
Damn harsh.
Yeah.
The Emperor has authorized nationwide magical research at the advice of Flama. Human societies have written magic off as the stuff of demons. Therefore, studying it openly was strictly forbidden. Before her death, she'd been training a newly established unit she calls the Imperial Mages, that she wants me to take it over for her. What a greedy woman she was.
Is what she did really so impressive?
She has filled the largest empire with a hunger, and even adopted the craft for military use. In a few short decades, magic will spread throughout the continent. We stand at the precipice of an era in which magic will be for all. Humanity will acquire the strength to fight back against the Demon King and his forces.
Oh my, that is impressive.
Indeed. However, that is not the future I want.
Why?
I cannot comply with this final request. Magic should be revered and respected. I refuse to teach anyone who lacks talent. Flamma and I never could understand each other. The one student I trained on a whim.
She predicted this. My master warned me that you would probably get upset and tear her will to pieces. But she wanted me to deliver this regardless. She said her dream came true. It didn't make much sense to me. Well, I'm going to leave now. I doubt we'll ever meet again.
Frieren, before you go, let's take a walk. Look at the two of us. We have all the time in the world. An era in which anyone can use magic. When she first pondered the idea, she wasn't considering security or self-defense, or the Demon King and his forces. Did she ever tell you what her favorite spell was? One that created a field of flowers.
Aw, I'm seeing use that spell.
She loved magic with the whole of her being. She wanted everyone in the world to experience it. I found that repulsive. I remember the first time she described this lofty aspiration. She was a girl, small in stature, but great in spirits. I didn't think she would live to see such an era. I never would have guessed she'd bring it on herself. When I looked at her, I saw a life so short it was practically nothing. Yet in her time, she founded humanity's magic.
My master made decisions more quickly than carefully, like she was always hurrying along to the next thing.
They exist much closer to death than we do. We're all faced with a series of important decisions. But unlike you and I, humans cannot afford to delay them. We can ignore our decisions for a millennium if we so choose. Frieren. It took humanity countless centuries and seas of sweat and blood to build the civilization they have now. From this point forward, their progress will only accelerate. A mere 1,000 years, that is when the era of humans will arrive. They will surely overtake us. So don't neglect your training.
Oh.
Damn.
For if anyone cuts your long life short, it will be the Demon King himself. Or it will be a human mage.
Everything we've known, the entire world of magic and mages, is about to be born anew.
Okay, good. I'm like, they're not gonna fucking end this there.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, don't you dare make us wait until the next episode.
Zoltrak. Just the look at her face. Yeah! At least they got her. Like, we think.
I think so. I don't have, like, the guarantee of it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it was kind of like, okay, you'll be killed by either the Demon King or a human mage. And so here it is becoming fulfilled, that she is just gonna, just like, that's how she had so much faith, I think, in Fern.
Yeah. And I mean, I think we said it at the end of last episode, but I'm going to say it again anyway. Just well done, Fern, for the ballsiness of saying she can take down her master, for the self-awareness of her own magic and ability to put that forward. You know, because this is no small thing. People die in these tests. So you're putting yourself forward. Everyone's hanging their hopes on you. You better be able to deliver. Yeah. I mean, you know, I am very impressed with Fern's quiet confidence and well-known capabilities. If not to everyone, at least to herself, which is most important.
Although I feel like maybe, I don't know, they took some inspiration, or maybe some Dragon Ball writers came over for Frieren, because last couple episodes they seem to be like stretching it out a little bit more with this fight with Frieren and everything like that going on. I'm just like, oh man, they keep stretching this shit out. Come on, like you're right there, you're right into it, and you cut away. Like, and I get what they're going for there. You know, and the show taking its time is one of the reasons I really enjoy it. You know, it's like, it's not afraid of like the silent moments, like a lot, like a reason why I like Castlevania as a show. I wasn't afraid of like of the silence and the beats and taking its time with everything and yeah, you know, building that tension and everything. We haven't seen what's her face, the crazy one, and the guy that can like make duplicates of himself. They haven't made it down there yet.
Ooh, yeah.
Wondering where they are in all this. Now it makes more sense why the two girls had confidence going into the cavern or whatever, tombs or whatever, the maze, without Frieren, because the brother had already been there. They had like some prior knowledge. I still would have gone with Frieren.
Yeah.
I still think it was a dumbass move.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
Yeah.
I also, you know, the revelation that all of them have duplicates. That are basically waiting for them at the bottom of this dungeon if they don't encounter them along the way. I mean, I kind of figured something along those lines, But still, to hear it and to know that the most powerful mages essentially in the world who are going for the first class classification, they have to all battle themselves. That is a big task. And I do appreciate that, what's his face, our dwarf mage.
Oh, yeah. Whose name I remembered until you like asked
it. Yep.
Yeah, asked what his name was, and then completely it's out of my head now.
But I do appreciate that, like, as soon as Frieren and Fern goes in, he's like, okay, so let's talk this out. Like, what's everybody's weaknesses? Who are you most afraid to go up against and why? Because I think, in an ideal world, we all have amazing self-awareness and could tell you exactly what our strengths and weaknesses are. But I think, often when you talk to people, you can kind of decipher that a lot of us don't totally know, or what we think our greatest weakness is maybe isn't our greatest and there's something else, or we overestimate things that maybe aren't such a big deal. So I love the way he asked the question in terms of like, who are you most afraid to go up against? Like, he didn't go around with like, what's your greatest, strength and weakness? But he went around and was like, who are you most afraid of?
It would have been, there was a chance for some comedy there too. Maybe like with a different character, it would have made more sense. But it was just like, who are you most afraid of and why is it me? Because he's like outside of Frieren, he's the oldest mage there or whatever, so he could have flexed a little bit in that moment. And it's not like Frieren's like shies away from the humor in it at all. But yeah, I'm like a different character probably would have said something like that. Like the guy who's again, the names I've forgotten about it. It's been like a couple weeks actually since we've on our end have checked Frieren out.
Yeah, we had some things going on that just kind of derailed our schedule.
But the guy that was like, who said like, oh, that's the reason you made it down here, and like she's like, oh, they clearly don't like you, the two girls. He seemed like the type that maybe would have said something like that if he was like, a little bit more in charge.
I want to call him Heimdall, and I know that that's not
Heimdall, yeah.
But I'm like, it's there. I can sense it. It's in my brain.
Yeah,
His name is there.
I know.
Anyway, no, I think that would have been hilarious. But I think you're right. For a different character, one who employs humor, like, to me, he's such a politician.
Yeah, he is.
That, like, the humor may not come so naturally with him.
Yeah. Well, and I got to deal with Medusa coming through, the one that the proctor of this whole thing, like, she was not too far behind from the guy that came with a gaping wound who got healed. Cool, but it still looked like the wound was like fucking like gaping.
It really did. That wound still did not look closed.
Yeah. So I don't know what that's all about. But yes, like they got like that. That's the person I would worry about most right now, because like that's the person closest coming into you.
But does she count as a proctor? I wonder, because like obviously she would be the person to be most afraid of. She would obviously be the most powerful there, but she's a proctor, not a test subject. Does she count?
Well, yeah, she's the one that like was attacked her in the first place.
So there is a dark one of her. I'd forgotten it.
Yeah, she was the one that had the hair and everything like that, and that was going after him. That's her.
You're right. Yeah, so she counts.
Yeah.
Sucks for them.
Yeah, it does.
We didn't see anyone outside the test in this one.
Duncan.
Durkin.
Anyways, it's in there. I'm like, it's a D name, and I want to say Deidre from from Andor. But it's like Duncan. It's not Duncan. It's not Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, no, we got it. Now we need to know. Now we just need to know. Denkin.
Yeah.
That's gotta be it, right?
Yeah, it was Denkin. Duncan. Okay, so it was Denkin.
I want to make sure. Like, there's no photo for you, dude?
No, it's Denkin. It's definitely Denkin.
Okay.
I thought it was that, but I'm just like Denkin. But yeah, so okay, you got it. You got there eventually. When we looked it up.
So we didn't check in with anyone outside of the test, and I was really okay with that. Like, the test was obviously the most important. Seeing that battle was the most important. Mm-hmm. I loved how they kind of the strategic elements that Frieren and Fern worked out in terms of like, she won't be able to sense your mana because she'll be against an equal opponent foe. Like, I'm going to distract her because, like, I wouldn't be able to keep track of both at once, so she won't be able to. All that being said, I do hope at least like in the next episode, we get a little something about Stark and like, the people that we've essentially left behind while taking this test. Left behind with good reason. Like, the test is the more interesting thing, but just, a check-in, just to be like, hey, what are they up to? Would be good.
Yeah. Let us know your thoughts on this episode down below in the comments. And if you want our full uncut reaction, you want early ad-free access, you can see every moment over on Patreon.
Yeah.
Links in the description of the video. It's also in a pinned comment. And thank you so much for watching Frieren with us. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.